when we're looking at this situation that's going on, right, I realize that a lot of you people that frequent these social media streets, it's like a lot of y'all got a problem with me because I speak the truth that these grifters on social media don't really talk about. So we're going to spin this thing this way. We're going to talk about the Nolan Wells versus Akin Liverpool case. Some of y'all probably don't even know who Akin is. Well, let me teach you. Akin is a young black man who was celebrating his birthday with a group of black friends and family who was on a boat. And somehow, while he was on this boat with his family and his friends, who are all black, for some reason, he went overboard. You know, just like Nolan Wells. But see, you Negroes, you don't know nothing about Akin because he's black and the people that he was with was black. See, they hiding that story from you. You ain't gonna see none of these YouTubers talking about it. Matter of fact, I'm the only YouTuber that's talking about it. I'm the only YouTuber that is talking about Akin Liverpool, who died by way of drowning in the water, and they had to recover his body. They had to recover his body from the water, a black man out celebrating his birthday with a group of people that should have saved him, but instead, they didn't even know he went overboard. And in the report, it says that he was drinking. Somehow, falls over the boat. Nobody saw when he fell, but he ended up in that water and he ended up drowning, just like Nolan Wells. But because the story don't involve white folk, the black community can't really grift and race hustle with it. So that's why that story is being ignored right now. So for the life of me, I'm trying to figure out why Brian Allen haven't donated any money to Akin Liverpool's family. How come Tyler Perry didn't cover the funeral costs of Akin Liverpool? How come you ninjas that are on social media riding this Nolan Wells case, why none of y'all talking about Akin Liverpool? Why everybody silent, but y'all all talking about me? To all you YouTubers that keep talking about me, fuck you. Y'all a bunch of damn grifters. I'm the only black man on social media talking about what's real while everybody else is grifting. Y'all busy talking about Ringo this, Ringo said, fuck Nolan Wells. I said what I said, and there's nothing you could do about it. But you got a problem with me because I'm keeping it a buck. None of y'all talking about Akin Liverpool, who's a black man who got unalived just like Nolan. Where's the public outrage? How come I don't see nobody saying justice for Akin Liverpool? Justice for him. Let's set up a GoFundMe. Let's make his family rich. Where's Ben Crump? Where's Ben Crump in the case of Akin Liverpool? Where's all these YouTubers? How come nobody talking about it? No money could be made on it because it don't involve white people. You see, on social media, and I'm gonna tell you this, man. I seen this in Rollo's video. Somebody had posted a comment, so shout out to Rollo because I seen it in your video. Somebody said something along the lines, it's a liability to be black. It's a powerful statement. Being black is a liability. Just being black in America is a liability. Whew, man. Because when you're black, right? If you die by the hands of another black man, the black community don't care. They don't care. Notice this, guys. In the black community, you are taught. Now, I want you to see this, guys. I want all of y'all, no matter the people who hate me, the people who rock with me, I want y'all to all put on your thinking caps and listen to the game I'm spitting. Because I realize that I get a lot of hate because I speak the truth. And that's why I say fuck all these YouTubers, because all of them, they just want to make money at the end of the day. And they'll try to suppress a brother like me, but you can't suppress this truth, fam. As long as I got you ninjas talking about me, you're doing exactly what I want you to do. But now, let's get to the meat of this message. In the black community, they teach you that in the streets, when something go down, a crime, whatever the case is, as a black man, you're not supposed to tell. You're supposed to stay quiet. This is why in the black community, anytime there's crime and violence, we never find out who killed who, because ninjas are trained to kill each other. It's just the way it is. But when a black man get unalived by a white person, or thought to have getting unalived by a white person, for some reason, the black community wants justice. For some reason, the black community want to go get a lawyer. For some reason, they want to go get Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, and all of these grifters and race hustlers. Everybody want to now talk. Everybody want answers now. When it includes a situation where there's a black and a white. I keep telling you guys all the time, people like Ben Crump and Al Sharpton are called race hustlers. Do you understand me? I don't got no love or respect for these animals that you guys think support your people. Y'all got it all twisted and all backwards. Some of y'all call me Coon, Sambo. I keep telling you, fam, to all you folks that keep with the name calling and all goofy stuff, the real Sambo and the real Coon on social media are these YouTubers who keep talking about Nolan Wells, making up stories, making up lies in order to make as much money as they can. Did any of these YouTubers send money to Nolan Wells' family? No. Did any of these YouTubers send money to Carmelo Anthony's family? No. Did Willie D Live send money? No. Did anybody send money to any of these people that they making videos about? No. Because they don't care. But they spread gossip, rumors, accusations. But nobody's talking about black on black crime. Nobody's talking about Myron Henry, who was gunned down by a group of ninjas in the black community. You don't see nobody talking about it. You don't see black people making no outrage videos talking about we need justice, we need to set up a GoFundMe, we need to do this, we need an investigation. Nobody cares, bro. In the black community, when you're black, it's a liability. When you're black and you get killed by another black person, for some reason, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And y'all know this to be true. And you're taught and you're trained in the black community that if you say something, you a snitch. Meaning, if you know who murdered Marquise and you say something, you're a snitch. But these fucking YouTubers will talk about Nolan Wells, right? And all of a sudden, everybody become a snitch. All of a sudden, everybody wants somebody to talk. Y'all can't see the psychological damage with black people. This young boy was on a boat with a group of friends. He turned up dead. Black community goes wild. Not because he's dead, but because his friends were white. Have it ever dawned on you, fam, that his friends were white? His friends were white. Which means Nolan didn't want to be friends with you ninjas. That's how stupid you are. You're that dumb. Nolan friends, his group, his day ones, his people that he rocked with were white. He ended up dead. They end up going back home. Nobody knew that he was missing. Now look at the case of brother Akin Liverpool, a black man who died the same way recently. Why y'all not talking about it? Brother Liverpool, he was on a boat too, with his friends and his family, celebrating his birthday. Bruh man died on his birthday. Where's the outrage? Where's the outrage of the black community? All you so-called ninjas keep talking about is Nolan Wells. Why you're not talking about brother Liverpool, who died the same way? Y'all don't even care. You know why? Because you're an NPC. You've been programmed by the mainstream media due to propaganda programming to continually keep you psychologically dumbed down and damaged. You folks gave Carmelo Anthony $700,000. His dumb ass is in prison doing 35 years. You wasted your money. Nolan Wells chooses to have white friends. He goes out there to drink, party, goes out there on an island for God knows what. He end up dead. The whole world in the black community goes crazy. You start to blame and accuse white people of doing something. Y'all ain't accuse black people. You're accusing white people. Well, these white people, the whitey man, he was out there with the whitey man. The whitey man did this to him. No proof, no camera footage, no suspects, nothing. Let's just accuse people. And what the YouTubers do when they grift, they program black people to hate so that we can play the victim. And then you call in a civil rights attorney. What the F does Nolan Wells' death have to do with civil rights? My goodness, bro. The black community is done, bro. They're done, bro. Mentally, they're gone, bro. You can't with these folks, fam. They're psychologically destroyed. They don't got no brains. You guys call in Ben Crump. Imagine this, the parents calling Ben Crump, talking about we need a civil rights attorney to investigate this case because what is there to investigate? Your dumbass son went out there hanging out with a group of people. He went out there getting drunk. He was at an island on the 4th of July. I don't know what the hell you celebrating the 4th of July for. See, you Negroes are gone. Our people were enslaved in the plantations, suffering during 4th of July. And you ninjas out here celebrating 4th of July. How dumb could you possibly be? This kid was out here celebrating something that had nothing to do with him, on an island doing God knows what, drinking and partying, because when you hanging out with a group of guys and all of y'all out there chilling, there's going to be alcohol, there's going to be women. So what was Nolan doing out there? See, nobody's questioning none of this stuff. When you look at the case of Akin Liverpool, go look up the case to all you Negroes that don't study. They said the brother was drinking and he fell over the boat. And guess what? None of his friends saw him when he fell over. None of his family witnessed it. They just realized he was gone. And when they realized he was gone, they notified the captain, tried to figure out what's going on, but it was too late. He dead. So should we blame black people for his death? We need justice for Akin Liverpool. We need somebody to go to prison. Should we get the captain arrested? Should we arrest all his black friends? I'm sure somebody had his phone because his phone was on the boat. So somebody have brother Liverpool's phone. Maybe they stole it. Maybe they killed him. Maybe they pushed him over the edge while he had alcohol in his system. How come the black community on social media is not talking about brother Akin Liverpool? How come all of these YouTubers not talking about it? Why? Why? He's black. He died, right? He died the same exact way as Nolan Wells. You folks worship Nolan Wells. Let me tell you how you ninjas are. Let me talk to you and get you upset. You ninjas are going so hard in the paint for Nolan Wells, but you don't even give a fuck about your own family that are alive. Your family that reach out to you. Your family that holler at you. Hey, yo, bro, I'm going through something. Maybe you could, front me a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? Pay this rent. I'm kind of down bad. You don't even show love to your family. A bunch of y'all damn hypocrites, man. I'm telling you straight up. You are a hypocrite. Because you out here riding for Nolan like you know this cat. Like you and this cat broke bread. If that's the case, we need to ride like this for everybody that's black that die. But we don't, because we're a bunch of hypocrites. You're only doing it because there's some white people involved. You got Brian Allen donating $100,000. Brian Allen, bro, you a damn grifter too. You trying to show, who you trying to prove and show that you donated $100,000? You could have did that anonymously. You got this dude's name plastered over the GoFundMe, Brian Allen. $100,000 donation. Bruh, you could have did that in secret. You could have did that anonymously. But no, you wanted the world to see that you gave $100,000. Okay, Brian, give $100,000 to Myron Henry, a black man who got gunned down, an innocent black man that was not involved in no drama. He was an innocent man who was trying to run for safety, and he got gunned down by 3 nigglets, unalived in the street. You gonna open up that GoFundMe for him and give him $100,000? Give his family that bread? Of course not. Because being black in America is a liability. Ain't nobody trying to show no love if you black and black people are the cause of your death. Ain't no outrage for that. You know why? Because we supposed to be killing people. Half of you ninjas that are listening, you're so stupid you can't even pay attention long enough because you got so much hate from me. You're not even listening to learn nothing because your mind has been programmed by the devil to focus on bull crap. I just told you ninjas. Brother Myron Henry was shot dead with a semi-automatic rifle by 3 ninjas who unalive him. And you folks don't care about it. But yet you mad at me because I said fuck Nolan Wells? You basically saying fuck Brother Henry and everybody else that's black that got unalive. Because if you ain't going to be outraged about their death, but you want to be outraged about Nolan Wells, half of you don't even be outraged about your own family that died. When your own family died, you ain't this outraged. Some of you don't even go to the funeral. Some of your family members die, you don't even go to their funeral. Ain't that crazy? Wow, bro. That is absolutely mind-boggling, fam. These hypocrites, bro, they just stay exposing themselves, man. Now watch this, fam. Nolan Wells' family set up a GoFundMe, right? They raised almost $700,000. Talking about this money is for funeral costs, it's for this. When has a funeral cost $700,000? Tyler Perry said that he's paying for the funeral. If Tyler Perry supposed to be paying for the funeral and the memorial and everything for Nolan Wells, why you guys are sending money via a GoFundMe? Notice these idiots, they need support. Okay, Brother Henry needs support. Brother Liverpool, his family needs support. The new hustle on social media is anytime you die, that is when you become rich. To all black people, anytime you have a family that die, come on social media and cry and act like a victim and watch these dumbass people fill your GoFundMe up with money. These people are dumb as hell, bro. They gave Carmelo Anthony $700,000. His family didn't even use the money to get a proper attorney. And now that fool is sitting in prison for 35 years. Imagine this. You idiots gave his family $700,000. The family didn't use the money to get a lawyer. He's doing 35 years. Okay, where's the justice? He's a damn killer. He was supposed to do the time. But for some reason, you ninjas want him to be released? Think about how backwards you are. This ninja stabbed a white boy in the heart and murdered him. And you nigglets want him to be free when he murdered somebody? And on top of that, to add insult to injury, he murdered a man. Y'all want him to walk free. Then you look at Nolan Wells, a kid that turned up dead mysteriously. Nobody don't know who killed him, but you're blaming it on white people. You folks are backwards, bro. Wow. The black community want Carmelo Anthony to be free when he murdered somebody, but they want Nolan Wells to be, I guess, vindicated or have some sort of justice because his dumb ass decides to drink and unalive himself. So let's blame some white people for it. How come nobody's blaming black people? Black people were there too. Black people were on the boat. How come nobody's blaming black people that was there? Y'all acting like Nolan was the only person that's black there. Y'all acting like white people kidnapped Nolan Wells and decided to kill him on the 4th of July. Y'all some dumbasses, bro. Y'all just be making stuff up. A bunch of victimhood. The media's pushing this propaganda garbage, and they just keep rage baiting you folks over and over and over. And y'all fall for this dumb crap. Absolutely sick. You got Brother Akin celebrating his birthday, a black man. He's drinking, falls into the water, and nobody saw him fall in. How come the black community ain't saying, but that's wrong, somebody had to see something? Well, that's the same thing that happened with Nolan. Nobody saw when he fell in. Nobody saw anything. Nobody don't know what happened to that kid. But y'all blaming white people. Put a 1 in the chat if you blame white people for Nolan Wells' death. Put a 1 in the chat if you're black and you blame white people for Nolan Wells' death. Put a 1 in the chat if you're black and you blame white people for Nolan Wells' death. Put those 1s. Let me see. Let me see. I want to know. Now think about this, guys. You got these fools blaming white people with no proof, no facts, no nothing. They're just blaming white people. Okay, now that you just blame white people, Brother Akin Liverpool was on a boat celebrating his birthday. Mysteriously, he ends up off the boat. He's dead. His family is looking for answers. All his friends are black. His family is black. Who do you blame for his death? White people or black people? Put it in the chat. Do we blame white people for Brother Ken's death? Or do we blame his black friends? See what I mean, guys? No outrage. Think about this, guys. And notice what these dumb idiots said. This idiot says, you don't hold white people accountable. I don't hold white people accountable. Where you get that dumbass stuff from? These stupid YouTubers like Red Supreme. He's just a dumbass nigga on YouTube that's looking for money. He don't even care about black people. You know what I mean? That's real talk. Then you got some other dumbass clown. I don't know what the hell this fool did. Made some stupid video talking about failed YouTuber. All you damn YouTubers are a bunch of damn grifters. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I don't hold white people accountable. You know how many videos I've made about white people that kill black people? Where you ninjas at to be in those videos? When Sonia Massey got unalive. When Sandra Bland got unalive. Where were you when I covered all these cases? Where were you when the white cop shot the black woman in the face for saying I rebuke you in Jesus' name? Where were you when I covered the story? When you had the Michael Jackson impersonator in New York that got unalive by the so-called white man who put him in a chokehold and killed him? Where the fuck were you? Talking about I don't hold white people accountable. You're just a racist who only come to YouTube because you want to hear black people talk about white people. My platform is fair and balanced. You ninjas are in none of my videos where I talk about the real issues where you have white people that unalive black people. Go to those videos and you won't see none of these people in the comments. But y'all here because I'm going in on this situation with this Nolan Wells situation. Y'all out here accusing white people when they didn't even do anything. You're out here accusing them with no witnesses, no camera footage, no documentation, nothing. You're blaming other groups for somebody else's death and you don't got no proof. That's the epitome of what a racist does. Imagine an Asian man lose his wife on a boat ride, and because this Asian woman was traveling with black friends, he decided to come to social media and turn it into a race issue by claiming that he wanted an investigation done because these people were black and, you know, his wife is Asian, and he's just so heartbroken that they would allow this to happen. And, oh, one of them had her cell phone, and, oh, my goodness, and, you know, they deleted text messages. How could somebody delete text messages from a phone when they don't have access to passwords? Y'all be coming up with some of the dumbest stuff in the world, bro. Have it ever dawned on you that Nolan deleted his own messages? If it's his phone, what are you talking about deleted messages? Deleted messages? Fam, anything you do on a phone can be retrieved. Do you not know that? Are y'all that stupid? Do you know that your phone is a landmine? Your phone documents your whole life. You cannot erase a cell phone. I don't care how many photos you put on your phone. I don't care how many text messages you erase. You could never delete a cell phone. A cell phone can pull up all that deleted information. The feds, if they want, they could go through anybody's phone and pull up stuff you deleted years ago. I tell you, man, the so-called black community, man, is done, bro. They done, fam. These type of people, bro, they just like being a victim, bro, all day. The white man, white supremacy, the white man is after me. Sick, bro. And I don't know why you Negroes keep talking about your own people. You're not my people. Y'all a bunch of damn savages and animals. If you hate me, how the hell you gonna call me your people? Imagine this. You hate me, but think you good. If you hate me, what that makes you? You don't show me no love, so fuck you. What the hell wrong with you people? Y'all bugging, bro. Like, for real, y'all tripping. My people are the people who rock with me. Those are my people. All you savages and animals that keep talking crap, Keep talking all the crap you want to talk. I don't care. You can't refute the truth that I'm spitting. Ain't none of you Negroes concerned about Myron Henry, a black man who got unalived by 3 ninjas. Do you care? Where's Ben Crump? Where's Ben Crump to represent the family of Myron Henry? Where's the investigation on the black people who unalived that brother? Why the black community ain't pointing out the thugs and the savages and the YNs who unalived that black man? If black people really cared about black people, Brother Henry would got justice. Because they showed the photo of one of the killers. Up to now, no updates on any arrests. You know? It's just sick, fam. Notice this other idiot says, King Supreme, he would slap you and you wouldn't do crap. Listen, all this stuff is just internet stuff, fam. Ain't none of you ninjas on YouTube can do a damn thing to Ringo TV. If half of you saw me face to face, you would shit your pants. A lot of you are just a lot of you dudes that be on the YouTube, on these internets. Number one, all you do is beat your meat all damn day. You don't got no woman. You don't have no damn car. You live with your mama in a damn basement with no job. None of you Negroes on YouTube got any sort of credit history. You don't have no life, and most of you have a damn felony. So none of you ain't shit, and none of you take care of your damn kids. So be quiet. All of you are a bunch of bitch-ass Negroes who sit on social media talking crap about people like me who are civilized men. I'm a father. You Negroes don't even know what it means to be a man. So shut up, because none of you ain't doing nothing. A bunch of damn cowards on social media being tough guys. Please, save me the damn noise. You can't even protect your damn kids. Half of you Negroes don't even buy diapers for your babies. Your baby mama don't even respect you. So shut up. Don't even got a damn education. Don't even have a car. Don't even know how to drive. Sit your ass down. Don't even know your father. Be quiet. Anytime you have a black man that stand up for the truth, you're going to have these weak, spineless Negroes who grew up in single mother households that will always come to social media trying to talk crap about somebody. And you ninjas don't even support the people you see dying every day in your own community. But when you come to social media, you want to rage bait. You want to act gangster. All of y'all pussy. All of y'all been in prison, getting sexually assaulted. Half of these Negroes that are on social media that be acting like, oh, I was in the pen, I did this bid. No, you was somebody's woman in prison. Most of you dudes was given head in prison. A lot of these dudes that you see on YouTube that be talking about, yeah, let me give you this prison story. Yeah, when I was in prison, yeah, let me tell you what happened. You know what I mean? There was this dude. No, you were that dude that was topping off other dudes in prison. Got your manhood taken in prison. Just like Carmelo Anthony. His manhood already taken in prison. And y'all mad with me because I told you that he going to prison. This is what's so crazy about the black community, fam. You guys have all this energy to be mad with me for speaking the truth, but you can't even clean up gang violence in your own community. You can't even get the drugs out your community. You can't even get the gangs out your community. How many of you ninjas live in predominantly black communities with gang violence every single day? What the fuck you doing about it? What are you doing about it? What are you doing every morning when you get up? You speaking about those issues? You going outside to the thugs to talk to them? Or are you scared? That's exactly what it is. You can talk whatever you want to talk right over here on the internet. That's easy to do. It's easy to come into these comments and type away and talk whatever you want to talk, but you ain't going outside to those YNs on your block and tell them, bruh, you can't sell drugs here no more. You can't gangbang here no more. You can't be out here late in the night doing dirt, drinking and smoking. Half of y'all wouldn't even go outside to tell them nothing because you pussy, and that's a fact. Half of these ninjas you see on social media, they never outside. They stay indoors all day. Half of these ninjas don't even have a family to take care of. What the fuck listen, what can you tell me about being a man and you don't even got a family, dog? Like, you don't even have a family. How could you even tell me anything about being a man and you don't even have a wife, don't even have kids? And half of you that got kids, you never see you with your kids. You never see these ninjas with their kids. You never see them out and about with their kids. You never see them playing with their kids. Their baby mamas can't even vouch for them. This is sad, bro. And you wondering why the black woman angry with these black men. It's because half of you brothers ain't shit, bro. And that's a fact. You wondering why these sisters have a headache every day because they out here providing, they out here working, they out here grinding while you sitting on your ass talking about, oh, could you help me buy a PlayStation? Could you help me buy a pair of shoes? Negro, what? Man, you bugging, bro. The reason why these people mad at me, dog, is because I keep it a buck. There's no filter with me, fam. And I'm not scared of nobody. I say what needs to be said straight. You know what I mean? 99% of all these black influencers on social media are grifters. They sit in their house all day. These dudes never travel. They never go outside. They never do anything. They don't do nothing but sit indoors all day, every day. Talking about other people. Talking about Ringo. Ringo said this. Ringo said that, and there's not a damn thing you could do about it but sit there and take it. That's all you could do is sit there and be angry. Ain't none of y'all doing nothing. So what are you talking about? You ain't going to do nothing. You got all this smoke when I speak truth, but when it comes to them gangs in your community, you ain't doing nothing to clean it up. All of you idiots that are in the live chat talking crap, show me the work you do in your community. Show me the gang members that you went up to and said, no more gangs in this community. No more gun violence in this community. You know who's the enemy of the so-called black man? The black man. Not the white man. The black man is the enemy of the black man. If there's anybody in this world that you as a black man, as a black woman, need to be concerned with, is the black man. He's your enemy. He's the worst of the worst. He's the one who's the most jealous, the one who will hate you, the one who will plot on you, the one who will kill you and tell you that he did God a favor. You worrying about the white man, white supremacy, white supremacy. White people ain't even thinking about you. You want to know who your enemy is, black man, black woman? Them same Negroes that live on your block. Them same Negroes that work at your job. They your enemies. It's them lying Negroes who sit on your job plotting, jealous of you, mad at you because you got a new car, mad at you because you got a new apartment, bought a new house, looking good, in shape. They mad at you. Your own family jealous of you. Half of you can't even go to your family for support because they hate you. And you want to talk about the white man? You want to talk about the white man when you can't even go to your own family for support? Your family is your enemy. Your family is your enemy. Your family is the devil. Half of you can't even go to your cousins. You can't even go to your aunties. You can't even go to your uncles. And we're talking about black families. You can't even go to these Negroes. They won't support you with nothing. And you want to hear, oh, justice for Nolan well. Man, stop it, bro. Y'all a bunch of damn hypocrites. A bunch of selective outrage. You ain't outraged when your family don't support you. You ain't outraged when Marquise got killed. You ain't outraged when people in your hood die. You don't go to social media every time somebody die in the black community. Hey, justice for so-and-so. Justice for Mike. Justice for Marquise. Justice for Eric. Y'all don't ever do that. Y'all come on social media, y'all pick what story look like it can make you some money, and then you ride with it. And you ride with it until it start to buzz. And then the grifters come out. And then it start to get views. And then we all act like we care about it. None of y'all care about Nolan Wells. You don't even care about your family. So stop it. How many of you, your family recently hit you up looking for help? You ain't give them no support, but you gonna go send Nolan Wells' family $700,000? What? You won't even give your family member a loan. Half of you don't even help homeless people. Somebody could be on the street dying of hunger. You won't even give them $1, but you will give Nolan Wells' family $700,000 when Tyler Perry said he's paying for the funeral. Now watch this. Tyler Perry said he's paying for the funeral, right? Brian Allen gave $100,000. So what the money being used for? So you mean to tell me everybody that died, they need a GoFundMe of $700,000? That's the new hustle. The new hustle is anytime you black, we need to start a GoFundMe and start to raise as much money. It's the same thing every single time. We need your support as the family grieve and we go through this. Man, fuck you, man. We ain't giving you shit, bro. Because this is a hustle. This is a hustle. Nolan Wells' family is hustling black people. Carmelo Anthony's family hustling black people. Look at the other black woman the other day that y'all said was hanging on a tree. How come there's no outrage over that? Have y'all noticed that? Where's all the videos? They went quiet. Just the other day, guys, everybody was talking about a black woman that was hanging on a tree somewhere. They said that she committed the S word. Notice you don't see nobody talking about it. They stopped. Notice her GoFundMe. It's stuck at $1,000. Nobody gave her no money on her GoFundMe. I thought y'all care about the black community. I thought y'all care about the black people. Come on now. They forgot about her, fam. Y'all not even showing no more love. Her GoFundMe is stuck at $1,000, bro. I don't see none of these YouTubers talking about justice for the woman that was hanging on the tree. We need to find who hanged her. We need to find out who they are, and we need to arrest the white man that did this. They were blaming white people at first with her death, but they realized they can't really run with that story because there are no witnesses. There's no connection. They don't know what's going on, so they kind of left that story alone. But when it comes to Nolan Wells, they spiced it up like they did Carmelo Anthony. Now it's moving now. Now all you got to do is grift, and people will love you. Now watch this, guys. Let me show you how easy I can sucker the people to make them love me. Watch this. Yo, what up, y'all? It's your man Ringo TV, man. Yo, I was just talking to this dude, bro, at the mechanic shop, man. I was getting the car fixed. This dude, bro, broke it down and told me some inside information in regards to the Nolan Wells situation. Guys, let me tell you something, man. The people who did this to Nolan Wells, we got to make sure that we hold these people accountable, dog. And I'm recommending that all my brothers and sisters, we got to really support one another. We can't be hanging out with so-called white man, fam. A lot of you parents, you got your kids hanging out with Chad and all these other dudes doing boat rides. We can't be doing that type of stuff, man. We got to stick with our people and represent us, because every time we turn around, our brothers and sisters are getting unalive. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at this case with Nolan Wells, I see a situation where they were jealous of this young brother. I heard he was into sports, something along them lines. He had his whole future ahead of him. And to think that he was on that boat, on that island, and nobody didn't see nothing? You gonna tell me not one person saw what happened, guys? Somebody saw what happened to that young brother, man. A good young brother. And now he dead. And then here's another thing, fam. Somebody in that group had his cell phone, y'all. That's what I'm hearing on social media. Somebody had his cell phone, y'all. Now, what 18-year-old is going to give somebody their cell phone to hold, bro? They took that brother's cell phone, unalived them, did some sort of ritual, something with that brother, man. But the truth is going to come out, fam. But, hey, I'm gonna talk about that in another live stream later on, fam. So, hey, justice for Nolan Wells. Do you see how I did that? Do you see how I could play you like a fuck boy? Do you see how easy that was? All I got to do is grift. That's what grifting means. What I just did there, that's called grifting. And people doing it every day on YouTube. But you're so stupid, you follow it. I'm keeping it real. What I just demonstrated there, acting like I support Nolan Wells, that is what YouTubers are doing. It's called grifting. It's a script. They come online, they act like they care, they act like they're giving you information, they act like they really support black people, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to turn blacks against whites. That's what they do every day. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm going to YouTubers' platforms. If you read the comments, they're literally saying that white people are their enemy and how we need to stay away from them because anytime we're around them, bad things happen. Well, if that's the case, black man, would you be willing to quit your job so you don't have to work around white people since you're so afraid of them? Are you going to do that? Matter of fact, if you're a white man, maybe you shouldn't hire black folk. Maybe that'll solve the problem. I mean, if black people think that white people are their natural enemies, then maybe the white man shouldn't hire you for a job. But see, here's the thing. If the white man don't want to hire you for a job, you'll say that's racism. If the white man say today, I'm not hiring no black people for a job, you would say that's racism. He's a racist. He's discriminating against me because I'm black. But you just said the white man is your enemy. If you believe the white man is your enemy, why would you want to work for him? So you would work for him and be a slave even though you know he's your enemy? See, you're contradicting yourself. If black people really believe that the white man is their enemy, black folk should start their own businesses and hire their own people, right? And leave white people alone and stop trying to use their benefits so your family can benefit. That's why y'all mad at me, fam. This is why black folk mad at me, bro, because I keep it 1,000, bro. I be spitting fire, bro. And they can't stand it. They can't stand this truth, man. Y'all going around telling black people that white people are the enemy. All right, well, let's do this, guys. Watch this. Watch this, fam. And look, I have a mixed group of people that watch my platform. White, black, Asian, everybody watch my platform because I keep it real. Now, watch this, guys. To the live chat, to everybody that's in the live chat, to all black people that are viewing, I want you to be the only ones who comment. Do you believe that the white man is your enemy? Type yes in the chat. Do you believe that the white man is your enemy? Type yes in the chat. Let's see what they say, guys. Let's see what they say. Because I know who my enemy is. My enemy is the black man. I know who my enemy is. Is the white man your enemy? I want to know. Because that's what they're saying on YouTube. You have a lot of black influencers that are programming people to become hateful. On my platform, we don't teach that. On my platform, I teach everybody to respect everybody, no matter what their ethnic group is, fam. You're supposed to respect everybody. But these YouTubers, what they're doing is they're separating and dividing the people by claiming that, oh, the white man is our enemy. You know, like the black Hebrew Israelites? Matter of fact, let's talk about them. The black Hebrew Israelites. You had this so-called black Israelite cult called, I think it's Israel United in Christ. Something like them purple dudes that be with the damn Power Ranger suits. These dudes were out there chanting, Nolan Wells, hut, hut, Nolan Wells, hut, too. What the heck you dudes doing? You supposed to be preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. You're in the street talking about Nolan Wells. Hey, Nolan Wells, hut, too hut, Nolan Wells. Y'all see that mess? Israel United in Christ, Black Hebrew Israelite cult. They were in the streets marching and grifting, chanting Nolan Wells. But they were not chanting Brian Henry. They were not chanting Akin Liverpool. They weren't chanting those brothers' names. You see? Why? Because they made it a race issue. And those dudes claim they following the Bible. They claim they following God. Here's another thing. Y'all always praying to God for everything. Jesus, bless you, Jesus, help me, Jesus. Hear my prayer. Where's Jesus in all of this? Where's God in all of this? All this death, bloodshed, and destruction. Where God? God went on vacation. God ain't involved in none of this BS. You know why? Because he realized that it's all BS. I'm trying to tell you what God's saying right now. Y'all out here entertaining bull crap that have nothing to do with God. It have nothing to do with salvation. Y'all wasting your damn time. Nolan fell off that damn boat because he was drunk. He fell in that water and he died. Obviously, his friends didn't see it because they were drunk too. They were out there partying too. You had a bunch of boats out there. You had a bunch of women and men out there. And he somehow got drunk, probably was doing drugs. You know all his friends is white. So you know at the end of the day, if he was hanging around this group, that means that Nolan Wells was doing what his buddies did. That's why I don't understand what's up with this outrage. If these are Nolan Wells' friends, that means that Nolan Wells knew these brothers. Whether they're white, Asian, doesn't matter. These are his brothers. How many of you black guys grew up in a white community and the majority of your friends were white? Put a 1 in the chat. If you're a black man, a civilized black man, who grew up in a predominantly white community and most of your friends, they're white. Put a 1 in the chat if that's you. You're a black man, you grew up in a predominantly white community, and the majority of your friends are white. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the community you grew up with. Matter of fact, the majority of you that grew up from as a kid, you were in the sandbox with those very same white boys that are your friends today. No different than if you grew up in the hood around black folk all day. If you grew up in a white community or a white town or whatever the case is that have more white folk than black folk, the majority of your friends are going to be white. But what's going on social media right now is black influencers are turning this into a race war, right? By making it seem that if you're black and you have white friends, that for some reason we're in danger. That's sick. That's evil. And YouTubers are doing this. And they're trying to make me look like I'm a bad guy for speaking the truth about this situation. You know? When I was in Brooklyn, I went to an all-white junior high. And matter of fact, watch this. Watch this. This is how I know I'm correct. Those of you that live in New York, you could confirm this. In the late 80s, early 90s, those of you that from New York that know Brooklyn, can you confirm that the junior high school, Dyker Heights, was in a white area that had predominantly Italian people, various different white folk? Dyker Heights was in that area. New Utrecht High School, white. I went to that school. Predominantly white people. You had some black folk in there, but the majority of people in that area are white. And I went to that school. Most of my friends back then in the school were white, Asian, East Indian. And I had black friends that came from the hood. I had people that was on my block that went to the same school with me. But the majority of the people in that school was white. Why? Because the community is a white community. Do you understand? So most of my friends are going to be white. But what I'm seeing from black folk on social media is they're making it seem that if you're black and you have white friends, that you are in danger. Because we shouldn't be alone around white people because they're going to kill us. So my question to black people is, are you afraid of white people? Do you have a fear of white people? Do you believe that white people are capable of killing you because they're white? I'm trying to figure this out, fam, because that's what they're doing on social media right now. They're spreading fear, they're spreading hate, and they're mad at me because I'm calling out the real. A lot of y'all hate me. Let me explain how a lot of y'all been brainwashed. A lot of you hate me. You don't know me, but you hate me because you were watching another YouTuber talking shit about me. That's why you hate me. You don't know me, but you hate me because another YouTuber said, oh, Ringo said F Nolan Wells. That's not right. That's not this. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he said that. Man, shut up. You acting like you damn near hurt, like I hurt your feelings. You over here crying about stuff that you have no control over. You sound stupid, fam. Like seriously, you got bigger fish to fry and you're worrying about what I do. I'm saying what I'm saying because I'm keeping it a buck. I don't sugarcoat for clicks and views. If you don't want to watch me, leave. I'm not doing what I do for clicks and views. I'm being real. Those who rock with me, they rock with me because I keep it a buck. I don't come on YouTube to lie. I already show you what liars do. Let me show you again. Watch this, guys. Let me show you, if you are a black man or black woman and you want to make a lot of money on YouTube, let me show you how to grift in order to make money. I'm going to show you how to grift to make money from the black community because they dumb. I'm going to show you how you make money right now. Watch this. Yo, what's going on, brothers and sisters? It's your man, Ringo TV, back again with another one, bro. Look, man, things is really heating up when it comes to the Nolan Wells situation. There was an update on another YouTuber's platform. I want to kind of chime in my thoughts about that situation. They're saying that there was a girl that Nolan was with, and she's saying that he didn't really go back on the boat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out, like, did she set him up, or like the other white dudes? Did they set it up with the girl? You know how it is. Sometimes they'll send a chick to try to come through and kind of seduce bruh man. Next minute he go there, they unalive him. So I'm trying to figure this thing out, man, because there could have been a play that was done in our faces and we didn't even see it, you know? So they got his cell phone. They got his images. Some saying they unlocked it because they used the phone, put it by his face, and they were able to unlock the phone. So I don't know if they robbed this dude's Cash App accounts, whatever the case is, but word on the street, based on what I'm getting from this research, is this dude possibly, just possibly, I'm not saying it, I think they killed this dude because he was dating a white chick that was the sister of one of them other dudes. And they trying to quiet it down like, oh, it was just a freak accident. But I think that this thing had something to do with him potentially, possibly, I'm not saying that he slept with Shorty, but the girl that said what she said in regards to the situation said that he was talking to another white girl and them dudes lured him in. So we got to get justice for this brother, man. I don't know about nobody else, because, you know, you have a lot of YouTubers like Ringo TV talking a bunch of crap, talking about F Nolan Wells. I don't know why y'all watch that dude, bro. Like, for real, we got to support our brother Nolan Well, man, because at the end of the day, that could have happened to any of us, dog. Any of us. Because I used to hang out with white dudes, and I kind of stopped because I realized they the enemy, you know what I mean? But I wish that somebody could have warned him. Matter of fact, they said that one of his black friends tried to warn him not to hang out with them dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to do better, fam. But, hey, don't watch that dude, Ringo TV, man. That dude, I was watching a video he was streaming last night. He said F Nolan Wells, bro. We can't rock with him. He's a sellout, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the Cash App and everything else, man. Justice for Nolan Wells, y'all. Do you see how I did that? That's called grifting. That is what grifting does, fam. That is what grifting look like. It's when you act like you care about something and you read a script and you act and you act and you make the people become emotionally invested in the content to the point that they're like, yeah, brother, yeah, we stand with you, bro. And the whole time you're luring them in like a fish that you just fished up, and you just keep doing this and doing that, and you just keep going with it, fam. You know? That's how it goes, fam. Red Supreme is a joke, bro. He trying to get his views up. He mad because his channel fell apart. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's talking about me still. He could keep talking about me. As long as he's mentioning my name, that's all that matters. Because his stupid viewers, they always come over here to grift and post stupid comments. I don't care. All you YouTubers can talk about me all day. But one thing you will never talk about is the stories that I'm bringing up. You will never talk about Myron Henry, a black man who got unalived by 3 ninjas. You won't talk about that because doing that would mean you would have to hold the black community accountable. And you know, if you hold the black community accountable, you're going to lose viewers because the black community do not like being held accountable. They don't like hearing stories about black people killing black people. Black people want to hear stories about white people killing black people. That's what they love. They love hearing stories like that. If the story does not include a white person killing a black person, it's not entertaining. It's not. You see? This is why the Nolan Wells story is booming, not because it's a story where there's actual criminals involved. Nobody don't know who did what. You guys are trying to blame people for stuff you don't got no proof on. They were on an island. There ain't no cameras. Nobody have cameras. Nobody's watching that. Y'all blaming people with no evidence. That's sick. Carmelo Anthony stabbed a white kid in the heart. The black community is crying, "Free Carmelo." You're sick, bruh. You're sick. Carmelo Anthony killed a white boy, stabbed him in the heart. He's a murderer. He should have got life in prison. They gave him 35. And the black community, rather than the black community hold Carmelo accountable, they're going around saying, "Free our brother." What? He's not my brother. He's a killer. If Carmelo killed your son, you ain't going to be riding with Carmelo. You only riding with Carmelo because he killed a white boy. And what that says about black folk, it says that they felt that when Carmelo did what he did, that black people got some get back. And it made them feel good to know that Carmelo did what he did. But guess what? Carmelo going to be somebody's woman in prison, fam. So while y'all celebrating what Carmelo did to that white boy, Carmelo going to be turned into jello in the prison by so-called black men. Black men are going to turn Carmelo out in prison. And there's nothing you can do about it. You got people already talking about it. You got these prison story channels on YouTube. They're already talking about it. Y'all acting like when Carmelo go to prison, he's protected by black people. Fam, all of the killings and stabbings in prison is black on black crime. Black people killing each other in prisons, stabbing each other in prisons, shanking each other in prison, sexually violating each other in prison. A bunch of animals. That's all they are, bro. When you black in America and you go to prison, you get celebrated by the black community. When you black and you go to prison in America, the black community will praise you like you graduated college. When you come out of prison, the black community will get you a new car, a pair of Jordans, some money, and a chain. But when you black and you're educated and you graduate high school or you go to college, everybody in the black community will laugh at you and say, "Oh, you think you better than me? Oh, you think you smart because you going to college?" They try to ridicule you because you're a smart brother. How many of you black men been attacked because you're intelligent? Come on now. Notice this idiot in the chat says, laughing out loud, "You making it a race thing more." You sound stupid as hell, bro. You know what's making it a race thing? When Nolan Wells died, his family hires Ben Crump. Ben Crump is a civil rights attorney. So what does this case have to do with civil rights? What does this case have to do with civil rights? Y'all made it a race issue because y'all started blaming white people for his death. There's no suspects in Nolan Wells' death. No foul play. Do you understand that? None. But for some reason, you guys want to blame white people. And you're going hard in the paint, marching. None of that crap is going to do nothing. All of your marching, GoFundMes, posting on social media, none of that crap is bringing any justice to Nolan Wells because ain't nobody did a damn thing to him. He went out there, got drunk, and died. Period. Just like in the case of Brother Akin Liverpool, what did he do? He was out there on the boat, drinking, got drunk, dancing, and fell overboard and died. I don't see nobody saying we need a full investigation. We need justice. We need this. His family already raised about $13,000 on the GoFundMe. Everybody hustling right now. Anytime you die and you're black, your family gonna start hustling. Making it a race issue. Making it, oh, we need justice. No, stop going out there drinking. Stop being on boats. Stop doing all that goofy stuff. Stop dancing on the edge of a boat drunk. Nobody saw Brother Liverpool go into the ocean, in the river somewhere. They didn't see it. Nobody saw it. Go do your research about the story. Nobody that was on that boat with that brother saw him go overboard. They just realized by the time they got back to where they needed to go, he wasn't on the boat. They were like, yo, what happened to the bro? You don't know? I don't know. What happened? How nobody ain't see? And those were his friends and his family. How come nobody seen Akin Liverpool fall over the boat if those were his friends? Come on now. Listen, those of you that are in the live chat that can understand every word that I'm saying, you are the intelligent in the community. Everybody else, fuck you, because you don't have no goddamn brains to understand truth. And I don't got time to explain myself to idiots that don't have brain cells or the comprehension skill or the mental fortitude to understand what's going on in the world. A lot of y'all come to my platform just to post stupid comments. You're not intelligent folks, bro. Only a smart person can listen to people like me and listen and be like, I hear what you're saying, bro. That's for real. I can see the grift. I can see what these people are doing with this case. You're right. The family is hustling people for all this money. You definitely are. Oh, Ben Crump, Al Sharpton. How come Ben Crump and Al Sharpton didn't come out in the case of Brother Henry? Why they didn't show up for Brother Myron Henry? Where he at? Where Ben Crump? Yo, Ben. Yo, Ben Crump. Where you at, dawg? Ben Crump, civil rights attorney. Why you never around when the black community is filled with violence? How come we never see Ben Crump in the hood speaking out? How come anytime somebody black die and it have anything to do with white people, you always see Ben Crump? You never see him with nothing else. And Al Sharpton, I don't even know why even anybody take this idiot serious. Dude is a joke. All these so-called civil rights leaders you see popping up on television talking crap, they're nothing but pastors and preachers. It's a different hustle, a different pimp. No different in the church, how you got these pastors pimping the people, taking all their money, grifting. Okay, Al Sharpton, why do you think they call him Reverend? Reverend Al Sharpton. What the hell is Reverend? What do you always want to talk about? Man, shut up. I don't want to hear nothing from no damn Al Sharpton. You know what I'm saying? He's a grifter. Always been. That man always been a grifter from way back in the 80s, 70s. That man been a grifter the whole time. I've seen that man on TV before, way back in the days when he weighed probably like 400 pounds. Matter of fact, put it in a live chat. How many of y'all remember Al Sharpton when he weighed like 300 to 400 pounds. Put a 1 in the chat. That man used to be on TV grifting, being a race hustler, acting like he cared about black people. He never cared about us. He cared about a check. Just like Ben Crump. You look at Ben Crump, you can see that he's a race hustler. I would never trust Ben Crump. Listen, if I, Ringo TV, if I was in some sort of situation where I needed an attorney, I don't want a black attorney. I don't want a black attorney. No. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Get me a Jewish attorney. Get me a Jewish attorney who understands the law that could get me off that case. Don't put no Negro to be my attorney. Nope. Because why? You same Negroes are the ones who said, free Carmelo, when he's a killer. Free Carmelo? He's a killer, y'all. Why would you want Carmelo to walk free? Watch this, guys. Watch this. For everybody that's in the live chat, everybody that's in the clouds, watch this. And some of y'all got offended because I said I'd rather have a Jewish attorney. I'm telling you the truth. I'd rather have a Jewish attorney representing me. Bring me the Jewish attorney that's going to represent me, fam. That's the attorney I want. I'm offended. I'm offended. You really offended? Okay, watch this. If somebody got to repair your car, who do you want? If somebody got to repair your car, who do you want to repair your car? Do you want an experienced mechanic, a novice, or a professional that know how to do the job? I want a professional that know how to do the job. So if you offended because I said I'd rather have a Jewish attorney than one of you Negroes, I would never hire you to be an attorney. Never. In a heartbeat, in a million years. Never, bro. Because you won't represent me. You would help me to go to prison. Carmelo Anthony had a white attorney and still got 35 years. If the family felt that there was some sort of racial issue, why they got a white man to be his attorney? Notice this fool said self-hate is real. So hold up. I'm self-hating myself because I'd rather have a Jewish attorney represent me than one of you ninjas? That's self-hate? No, that's business. I understand that this man understands the legal system more than you. Because you don't. Because you were enslaved. So you don't know nothing about freedom. You don't know nothing about the law. Because it's the very same laws of the land that put your ass and your ancestors in slavery. And you didn't even know what to do to free yourself. Y'all got mad with Yee when he said slavery was a choice. Y'all got mad with him. Y'all got mad with Kanye when he said slavery was a choice. It was a choice. Because how in the world you stay in slavery, your ancestors in slavery, 400 years in slavery? And none of y'all didn't fight? But y'all be on social media talking about who you gonna slap? Y'all be on social media talking all this gangster talk? Y'all be talking about y'all in all these different gangs, but you mean to tell me your ancestors was in slavery for 400 years and none of the men stood up against the slave master to free themselves? That's because you were weak the whole time. You weren't strong. The white man was stronger than you, just like he is today. That's why he got the power. That's why he make the laws. That's why he make the rules and you don't. That's why you're the one who's always playing the victim. That's why you're the one who's the first fired, the last hired. That's because you're at the bottom, just like the Bible said. That's why y'all mad at me, fam. To the idiot who says you are a hypocrite is defined as a person who profess certain beliefs that they don't hold. For example, if I'm a pastor and I tell you, you shouldn't be at the strip club because as a believer in Christ, we shouldn't be at the strip club, but you go to the strip club and you see me at the strip club literally getting a lap dance from these women, from these so-called 304s, and you look at me and you see me in the club, that would make me a hypocrite. Why? Because I told you, as a believer in Christ, we shouldn't be at this damn strip club. So for me to be there, that means I'm contradicting what I claim I believe. That's what a hypocrite is, you dumbass. Go to school and graduate, bro. These people people are jokes, bro. Don't even know what hypocrite mean. Half of you Negroes don't even know what a jury of your peers mean. Talking about Carmelo Anthony didn't have no black jurors. He didn't have no juries of his peers. Dummy, a jury of your peer is not a person who look like you. A jury of your peer represent people in the community, whether they're white, black, Asian, doesn't matter. As long as they are impartial and they're of the community, that's a jury of your peers, dummy. Negroes don't know nothing, bro. They don't. They're uneducated, fam. And I'm talking about these dumb ones who keep coming to my live chat, always want to argue when you're stupid and you don't have no intelligence. I'm shutting all of these idiots down by speaking truth. All they do is post stupid comments. That's all they do. They're mindless NPCs. You know? Every single time something happened, black folk play the race card. Every single time. Like clockwork. You the type of folks that would go to the mechanic that's white, and because you didn't get what you want, you would play the race card. No, I'm telling you, bro. How many of you black folks went to a black mechanic, he destroyed your car, right? You ain't make a big deal about it. You just went to another mechanic. And the mechanic you went to was a white mechanic. Half of you Negroes, you don't even shop in the black community. You go out to the white community because you say it's a nice area with a cleaner store. Hypocrites. You come online talking all this crap about the white man this, the white man that, but you shop at the white man's store. You come online saying the white man is your enemy, but you shopping at the white man's store. Y'all on social media making all this noise, but when you go to your 9 to 5, you have to clock in and your boss is white and you can't tell him nothing. All the stuff you say on social media, in the live chat, in the comments, you can't tell your boss those words. Man. Because why? You scared. You don't got no power. He got the power. He got the power to fire you. You want to know who got the power? Whoever can fire you, they have the power. Right? You got this idiot says, I feel bad for your wife. I feel bad for your life because your life sucks. You don't have a family, you don't got no kids, and you're a miserable person. I'm blessed. I just came back from a wedding where people are living life. Your life ain't shit, dog. These people mad as hell about me, bro. Mad to the bone. I don't care. Let me see. Shout out to R_Rivera for the $10 support. Says, refreshing to see a real black man speaking facts. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. I got people that rock with me. Even though I got a lot of haters, I don't care about them haters, man. The people that rock with me, those are the people I rock with, bro. People that have intelligence, people that can think for themselves, man. My wife and I was just in Florida for a wedding, bro. Living life. You got these damn ninjas on social media talking crap about the white man all day. Man, go outside, dog, and live your life. Half of you ninjas just stay on social media posting a bunch of garbage all day, all night, crying about the white man. The white man. Man, nobody don't want to hear that toxic mess. You're just a bunch of damn evil people, bro. Talking about the white man, you got all this crime in the black community that you ain't fixed yet. We got all these problems in the black community. We got fatherless homes, teen pregnancies, gangs, guns, black men killing each other every day, bro. Every day. To the point where Black women don't even feel safe around ninjas. You ask the average black woman, do you feel safe around YNs? Do you feel safe around the so-called black man? She would be like, no. Nope. That's a fact. You got it to the point where a lot of black women would prefer to live in predominantly white communities or mixed communities where there's different groups of people rather than be around you. And that's the truth, fam. You know? That's the truth. You have somebody in the live chat spamming the chat. Let me do this real quick, gang. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. I'll take care of that. The chat is going into members only right now, guys. So you would have to be a member in order to join the chat. I'm going to pretty much shut it down. Give me a minute. I'm going to shut down the live chat. Because once the trolls start coming in and doing goofy stuff, then basically what that does is it just makes me say forget about doing anything else. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, guys. Da, 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 da. Oh snap, I didn't even know this thing do this. This is wild. Give me a minute, guys. Let me get my laptop so I can shut this thing down. So, and notice how the trolls keep promoting that YouTuber. I don't do that, guys. I never go to nobody's live chat trying to promote myself. That other YouTuber, he sent his trolls to come to my live chat to promote himself. Only a damn sorry dude does that, fam. Well, we're going to take care of that right now, guys. Give me a minute. Let me go set this thing up and make the live chat, members only. So if you don't have a membership, you better go get one because you're not going to be allowed to be in my live chat now. You're not going to be allowed. I don't care who you are. Join the membership and pay the fee if you want to be in the live chat. Because the reason why we got to do this, guys, is because of the trolls, right? So don't get mad at me for doing what I got to do for my platform, right? So join the membership. Now it's members only live chat, the way it's supposed to be. So see power? Power does that. When you have power, you can make changes. See, this is what the black community needs to understand. You see how I'm able to go on my laptop, switch my chat to members only, and shut everything down. That's power. I got control. You see that? So what I'm trying to show you is if the black community really has power, why gangs control the community? Why the YNs control the community? Why is that drug dealers control the projects? You go to any predominantly project in New York, the YNs control the projects. The gangs, they control the projects. You see that? You know? It's because the black community don't control nothing, bro. Y'all don't got no power. Y'all talking about the white man. Why the black man in the black community don't clean up the community? Y'all busy blaming the white man for all y'all problems. The white man didn't bring the damn drugs in your community. You did. The white man didn't bring the guns in your community. You did. Everything that's in your community right now, you did. The white man is not out there selling drugs. During the crack epidemic, who was selling drugs in the black community? The black man. Killing your own people. Destroying families. Y'all talking about the white man is the devil. No, you the devil. Anytime you can go sell drugs to your own people, you the devil. That's why they mad at me, fam. And my apologies to the real viewers that want to come over and participate with these damn demon trolls. You know what I'm saying? From now on, when I go live on my phone, as soon as I go live, I'm going to switch it to members only live chat so y'all don't have to deal with all of that garbage. So if you're a decent human being, a civilized person, and you want to join the live chat, to join the conversation, become a channel member today. Because what you have is you got these people that like to come over here and post comments, but when it comes to joining the membership to post, all of a sudden now they don't got $5. All of these people is broke online, wanting to type away, but when it comes to joining the membership, so you could type, oh, all of a sudden now they don't got it. You see how that works? So what really is the real deal? Money. Because if they had the money, they could join the chat. But they don't want to join because the money is holding them back. And see, what I'm trying to show you is in this community, a lot of black folk, what they do is they're thriving off of content that involves white versus black. And they turn it into a race issue. And they have selective outrage. Anytime there's a story, they don't focus on other stories. They only focus on what can be a hot topic to generate a race war. That's what they're doing right now, guys. That's what they're doing. Let me see what we got. I think I had missed something, right? Oh, I didn't. But see, when I put it on members only, guys, the live chat just cooled down and everything is back to normal, you know? Shout out to, is that Wandar? Wandar, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name properly. 4660, shout out to you for the membership. Again, those of you that want to join the chat, to join the conversation with civilized adults, civilized human beings, join the membership so that you could participate to the live chat, because I'm not going to keep it open where you have these trolls. I don't do that type of stuff, guys. You would never see me on another channel posting my name 1,000 times in somebody's live chat. Like, only a desperate person does that. Only a person that is sick, only a demented demon NPC does that type of weird stuff, guys. That's not normal. And that's black folk that's doing that mental illness madness. I don't know who got that kind of time, you know? So that's how we keep in the live chat. So let's talk about the topic, guys. Let's talk about the topic. Let me see if I can bring up some info since we have the live chat is clean. Let me see if I can bring up some info in regards to these other cases, right? Let me see if I could do that. Let me go to my history and see what we got, because I'm trying to figure out why is it that the black community is quiet about the brother, Akin Liverpool, who died drowned. And this all happened in Florida, guys. It all happened in Florida. Think about this. Let me go to that case. Let me go to that. I'm going to let it play so you guys can pretty much see that particular case, right? Give me a minute. Let me let this ad pass by. And then we're going to get into that. Because all you hearing on social media is this damn story with this Nolan Wells. I don't want to hear that garbage. I'm tired of hearing about that story, because they're just sensationalizing a story of a dead kid that is gone. And for whatever reason, it was a freak accident. Something happened and they just pushing this garbage, right? And then here's another thing. Now, guys, I want you guys to really think about this, man. The media, look, if you are a civilized black person, I know you have the capability of understanding truth. I, Ringo TV, have been doing content on social media since 2006, trying to wake the black community up. The media wants a race war so that they can unalive black people, so that more of us can go to the penitentiary, so we can boost the economy, so we can stimulate growth, because now you have free slave labor, right? They are pushing stories about drownings now. Now, how many of you guys, let me see if I could do this. All right. Let me click on this video first, right? Because we got to talk about this, right?
About in the death of a North Texas teen. It was supposed to be a fun day of fishing for 3 young men at Lake Ray Hubbard. Instead, it turned deadly after the group jumped in to swim, and 18-year-old Daniel Irving never resurfaced. Now, months later, police have arrested a 19-year-old they say tried to cover up and hide what actually happened that day. Fox 4's Alex Boyer.
Do you see this? Do you see? This is a story, guys, that they released a day ago. Arrests made in connection with teens drowning at lake. And they sensationalized a story where you see a black guy and a white guy. Notice all the stories about drownings at lakes. You have this story, right? You have Nolan Wells. You have brother Akin Liverpool. 3 stories. Nobody's talking about the story with brother Liverpool. You know why? Because he's black, and his friends that was on the boat, they were all black. But now, look at this story.
He picks up our top story from there.
According to Dallas police, text messages prove that the victim and suspect knew each other and had made plans to meet up and go to a lake back in April. Now, the victim, Daniel Irving, never came home. His mom reported him missing. It wasn't until nearly 3 months after his body was recovered that police have made an arrest in connection to the case.
Notice they said 3 months, blah, 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 body recovered, same narrative, same story. See, the media been trying to get us as black people to become outraged so that they can create a race war. Now, to the viewers that are viewing, because I know I have mixed viewers that are viewing, what I'm trying to show you is this is what's been going on for a long time. They want us to be outraged and hateful. This is what they want. So with the story with Nolan Wells, it finally hit. Now they're getting the reaction they always wanted. You see? Because when it comes to the story with Akin Liverpool, there's no outrage from the black community. You know why? Because all his friends were black. His family is black. So even though he drowned, the same way, guys, they had to go recover the body, the same way like Nolan Wells. It's the same story. The same story. But no one cares because everybody involved is black. But with this, person's white. Now watch Rage Bait Hustling. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Now I said all of that because I want you to see what Willie D Live is talking about. Watch this. Willie D Live. Let me show you what race hustling is all about. Let me show you. Because what a lot of these YouTubers are agents who were sent by the devil to continually make and grift. Now I want you to see this. Watch this. This is Willie D Live's page. You see that? You see what he's talking about? The same thing. He only talks about when there's a white with a black. You see this? Nolan Wells, white with black. That's all he do to grift, to get black people enraged. He would never talk about black on black crime. He makes it seem like the world is a world full of evil white people that keep killing black people. That's what he's doing, guys. Let me show you what he's doing. Let's go. And he's not the only one that's doing it. There's others. They're all doing the same thing, guys. Look at this one here. Watch this. Let me see. Another YouTuber here. Look what they did. They have the same white boy, and now they got Nolan Wells. Do you see how they're trying to paint the same picture? That the white man is out here killing black people. That's what rage bait is, guys. Recognize rage bait when you see it. You know? This is what they're promoting. Now, let me go to this Willie D video so we can see what's going on here. Let's listen to this.
Body. This time, 18-year-old
Daniel Irvin. You probably haven't heard of Daniel because of the overwhelming news coverage of Nolan Wells.
You probably haven't heard of this guy because of what, Willie D? Because of the overwhelming news coverage of Nolan Wells. Just like nobody heard about brother Myron Henry, who got shot and killed by black people. Nobody's hearing about that. Nobody's hearing about brother Akin Liverpool, a black man who drowned and died and his body had to be recovered. Just like Nolan Wells, nobody heard about him because of the overwhelming pressure of the Nolan Wells story. You see that? But now, watch this grifter, Willie D Live, talk about this.
Who was also 18 years old. And then there was Dion Walton, who you may not have heard of. He actually died the same weekend that Nolan died. And then there's 11-year-old Angelique Cunningham.
Do you see everybody that he's bringing up? Everybody he's bringing up, he's not bringing up black on black crime. He's bringing up stuff to act like, oh, these white people, they're just killing us blacks. They're just killing us. Do you see that? It's called rage bait. And a lot of y'all fall for it. Now, we'll review all of that another time. Let me go back to the story with Akin Liverpool.
We have a major break tonight to tell you about in the death of a North Texas.
Hold on. Here we go.
Service events.
Let's go to this one.
Anytime.
Well, we're learning new details this evening about what happened on board a boating trip that ended with one man missing and then later found dead. The FWC says that it was supposed to be a birthday party, but now it's a death investigation. NBC.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, guys? Let me roll it back. Listen to it, guys. This is the brother. Nobody's talking about him. Nobody's talking about his death. He don't matter to the black community. Let's go.
Well, we're learning new details this evening about what happened on board a boating trip that ended with one man missing and then later found dead. The FWC says that it was supposed to be a birthday party, but now it's a death investigation. NBC6's Lorena Inclán is live from the marina in Miami, with the latest. Lorena.
Well, Jawan, this is the marina where the boat was docked last Friday. It's called the Austro Marina here on Northwest and North River Drive. And this is where FWC investigators say that a group of friends met up to board a boat to celebrate a birthday.
Okay.
There were a total of 9 people, including the captain,
Black.
aboard this boat. But only 8 people returned unharmed.
Only 8 people returned. Sounds familiar? Does it sound familiar? Just like the Nolan case. But why black people ain't concerned about it? Because all of his friends and family is black. So nobody cares that he drowned and he ended up dead. Let's get back to the case. Let's go.
23-year-old Akin Liverpool was loved by many. Those who knew him described him as dependable and a hard worker. His former football coach sent us a statement that reads in part, "What stands out even more than football was the person he was. Anytime we had community service events, he was there. Anytime someone needed help, he was willing to help. He cared about people and treated everyone with respect." His death has left his family, especially his mom, devastated.
I saw him before he left and he told me, "Ma, I'll be right back." And I'm still waiting on him.
According to an incident report released by the Florida Fish and Wildlife investigators, Liverpool came to the Austro Marina on Northwest North River Drive last Friday with a group of friends to celebrate a birthday aboard a boat. FWC says the boat left the marina at 8 p.m.
Right.
And anchored at Hobie Beach an hour later.
Okay.
It appears everyone was still on board when the captain raised the anchor and started heading back to the marina.
Right.
That was around 10:30 p.m. The report says during the trip, victim had consumed alcohol.
Oh.
He was last seen dancing on the bow and went overboard undetected on
Wow.
the return trip. One of the people on board then noticed Liverpool was missing, and when they couldn't find him, they told the captain, and the captain called law enforcement.
Wow.
On Sunday, Liverpool's body was found. There are many unanswered questions still.
Okay, so who killed him, guys? We need a full investigation, right? That's exactly how Nolan Wells died. That's exactly how. You're out partying, you're out hanging out, you're drinking. This dude fell off the boat, drowned, end up dead. But guess what? Nobody saw when he fell off. How do we know that's true? Maybe somebody pushed them. Maybe somebody drugged them. They were all black. Shouldn't we investigate it? Shouldn't Byron, what is his name? Byron Allen, shouldn't he give $100,000? Shouldn't Tyler Perry pay for the funeral? Shouldn't we start a GoFundMe for him? We need to investigate, right? Where's the outrage in the community? How come nobody's talking about it? Everybody's talking about Nolan Wells. Justice for Nolan Wells. A bunch of fake outrage, bro, from a group of fake people. Let's go.
The family is holding a vigil in his honor tonight. As his mom awaits answers, she had this to say about her beloved son.
Stand up, young man. Came from Liberty City, Overtown. From a mama that had him at 13, and they said that he wasn't going to be.
From a mama that had him at 13. You see the problems in the black community? From a mama that had him at what age? 13. That's what's going on in the black community. 13-year-olds are giving birth. But I'm the bad guy for speaking the truth.
Nothing. And he is. Just graduated May 11 with a double master's from Berry University. And he graduated with a bachelor's from Florida Memorial while he was Mr. Homecoming King.
And for those who may not be familiar, the bow of a boat is the very front part of the vessel. That's where he was last seen dancing.
So he was dancing at the bow of the boat, on the edge, drunk. He was on that boat celebrating his birthday, guys. Celebrating a birthday, drinking, partying, falls off the boat, and nobody seen him. Nobody. Ain't that something? At least she birthed a son to be proud of. Are we condoning 13-year-olds giving birth? Is that what you're doing? I want to know. Do you feel some type of way because I said what I said? We need to clear this shit up right now, bro. Are you saying that it's okay for a 13-year-old to give birth to kids? I want to know this right now. We need to nip this in the bud right now. Are you saying that 13-year-olds giving birth is something that we need to be proud of? Is that what you're saying? Because there's nothing proud to be about that. I don't care how she feel about the situation. There is nothing you can tell me that a 13-year-old getting pregnant, because if she gave birth at 13, she was already pregnant at 12. That's nothing to be proud of. We need to bring back shame in the black community. That shouldn't be happening. And that's happening in the black community every day. 12 and 13-year-olds are getting pregnant by grown men. Do you understand? So to say at least she birthed a son to be proud at least. I tell you, man, I don't know, bro. I just really don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't. We got a lot of work to do, man. The community has a lot of work. This is why everybody's mad at me, bro. This is why I am hated, bro. It gotta be, man. There is no way I would say that. Because I would be so quick in understanding. I'd be like, I know exactly what you're saying. 13 years old, and she's saying this on national television. National television. This woman said she had him at 13 years old. My goodness, where was her mom and dad? Think about all the young girls in the black community that are pregnant. And we're being proud of this. We're proud to say at least she's proud of her son.
Now, we have tried to reach out to other people who were on board that boat that day that this all happened, and we haven't been able to get in touch with anyone just yet.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? She just said they tried to reach out to the people that was on the boat, his friends, his family, and nobody reached back. The news media said they tried to reach out to brother Liverpool's friends and family that was on that boat. And ain't nobody reached back. What are they hiding? If those were his friends and they were celebrating the birthday, why did they didn't reach back to the media to talk? It's the same reason why them white boys that was Nolan's friends didn't, they cooperated with the people, with law enforcement, but y'all made it seem like they just went ghost, talking about, oh, they shut down their social medias. Nobody shut down those social medias. These are rumors and gossip that you see all over the world. Y'all folks are saying stuff that makes no sense. First of all, if I got an Instagram and you're flooding my inbox with hate mail, I'm going to disable my Instagram. I'm not going to have an Instagram up when you're just attacking me and accusing me of something I didn't do. So if his friends disable a social media page, what's the problem? That doesn't imply that there's guilt. You would want to protect your kids. If these are supposed to be teenagers, right, then why would any parent want their kid to have their social media open where they're getting death threats and hate mail? That doesn't mean guilty because you disable a social media page. Because there's nothing on the social media page related to the death of Nolan Wells. And half of you idiots that keep on talking about this topic, y'all keep bringing up, oh, his friend stole his phone. I seen some idiot on YouTube talking about the friend who had his phone need to be arrested for theft. First of all, if you're a friend and you have Nolan's phone, it means that he left his phone behind when he fell off the damn boat, dummy. His phone obviously was on the boat or whatever before he fell off. So a friend will hold on to the phone just in case he come back. I got your phone, bro. But now y'all talking about, oh, they stole his phone. First of all, if somebody killed this kid, why would they hold on his phone only for the phone to be traced so they can find locations? What idiot would do that? What dummy would hold a person's phone that they unalive? Who would do that? Only a stupid person would do that. You know? That don't make no sense. How do you accuse somebody of murder because they have a phone? So if I find your phone and bring your phone to you, that mean I stole your phone and I should be arrested? You should be thankful I'm returning your phone. I've returned wallets back to people. I found wallets before and returned the wallet with the credit cards, IDs, money, everything right back to the person's house. Because I know how difficult it is to go get a new ID, driver's license, all these different things, your credit cards, to go do all of that stuff, social security card, all of that stuff was in the wallet. And I returned everything with the money. And yet, People are accusing his friends of foul play, even though there was no foul play. They're trying to say that these kids killed this young man. Why? Those were his friends. Just because they're white doesn't mean they're killers. Think about how they feel to know that their friend is dead. You think they happy about that? No, they're not. You got people on YouTube going around saying that all his friends lawyered up. That's a lie. That's a lie. Another lie. This is all social media, fam. They make up everything as they go. Lawyer up for what? You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't commit no crime. You see? What's the point of lawyering up? Didn't they say the same thing with, what's this guy in the Ashley Janae case? The white guy. They said he lawyered up. Okay, what did he lawyer up for? What happened with that? I tell you, man. Something Khan. What's his name? Joe McCann. Something like that. They said Joe McCann lawyered up. So everybody lawyered up. All these teens lawyered up. How they lawyered up? What money they got? They don't got no job. So all these young people lawyered up and got high-profile attorneys for what? Nobody accused them. Nobody from any district attorney or any sort of law enforcement held anybody in prison. There was no arrests made, so there's no reason to lawyer up. Y'all be listening to gossip all day, bro. I tell you, people are stupid in today's day, bro. That's why I say things straight. And y'all be getting mad at me because I'm intelligent. The reason why I'm able to say things, guys, with conviction is because I'm smart. There's no reason to lawyer up if you haven't been arrested or accused of a crime and you're being investigated. There's no reason to lawyer up. So when you hear YouTubers saying these things, they're lying to you. They're gaslighting you. None of this is confirmed. They're going around saying, oh, one of the parents, one of them is a judge. Duh, what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? This kid is dead. It is what it is. Let's move on. What justice y'all looking for? People die every day. Freak accidents. What are you doing? We want to blame somebody now? So if I take you on a trip to Great Adventure, and for some reason you consented to going on the trip, you end up dying on a freak accident that happened. It's my fault because I invited you. I need to go to prison, right? That's the world we live in, guys, where people are looking for somebody to blame for other people's deaths. Again, brother Akin Liverpool, his death is the exact same story like Nolan Wells. The exact story, man. The only difference is his friends, Nolan Wells, was white. And because of that, the hidden trauma in black people is triggered, and they start to think based on how their ancestors thought about white people. Anytime you see black people in today's day talking about white supremacy, being oppressed, the white man is killing us, the white man this, that's a victimhood mentality, y'all. That's a group that dwell on the past. They can't get over the past, guys. None of these people been on a plantation. They never been enslaved, but they act like they're slaves. They're living off the backs of their ancestors, man. And it's disgusting that in 2026, black folk are still talking about all this bull crap about the white man, bro. Rather than going out there, work hard, grind, build yourself up. No, let's be a victim. Let's play the race card. I was called the N-word. I'm so hurt. I'm just so overwhelmed with hurt because I was called the N-word. I tell you, bro, man, this stuff is just sick, man. You guys gave this family over $700,000. And the boy is dead, bro. He's dead. And now he's getting all this money. The family. Y'all giving this family this money. Now they good. They don't have to work. They could just buy luxury cars. They could go buy a new house. Just like Carmelo Anthony family. Imagine the black community gave Carmelo Anthony family $700,000. They did not hire a black attorney at first. No. They got a white attorney. But because the white attorney failed, right, and Carmelo got 35 years, now they got calls from black attorneys talking about they're going to go do some research to find out, blah, blah. Notice, ain't nothing come up. Ain't nothing coming up, fam. They wasting their time. Total waste of time, man. You guys got to stop being suckered, man. I'm tired of black folk being bamboozled by these YouTubers, these grifters, these liars every single day, bro. Every single day. All these guys talk about is garbage. And when they ready, they talk about me. Just look at some of these YouTubers, bro. They talk about me every damn minute. You know, anytime they talk about me, man, it's because I'm cooking. I'm cooking, bro. I'm speaking raw truth to the point where it gets their attention. They got to say something to try to deter people from Ringo TV. Like, please don't watch him. Please don't click on his videos. Please don't support him. He's too good at what he's do. He's too good. They're jealous, bro. And it's always the same old characters. You got that Red Supreme idiot. You got some other new dummy that's on YouTube talking about me. You got that Baba Rashawn clown. I mean, a lot of these people are sick mentally, bro. Anybody you see talking about me, because I'm doing a heck of a good job. I look at that as confirmation of my excellent work, bro. That I got the attention of these idiots to mention my name. What a joy, bro. What a joy. But guys, what do you think about the story, man? What do you think? What do you think, fam? Are black people having selective outrage when it comes to the Nolan Wells case in comparison to the Akin Liverpool? Because nobody's talking about Liverpool. Nobody's talking about him. He died the same way. Nobody's questioning his family, his friends. They can't even get in contact with the friends. You know? The media lady said we tried to reach out to those people. Said no answer, fam. That's crazy, man. Speaking this truth, man, it's a lonely road, guys. Because you're going to be hated. If you're a black man and you speak the truth, you're going to be hated by your own people. My enemy is the black man. I can say that boldly and publicly. My enemy is the black man, bro. That's my enemy. I know for a fact because those are the people that talk about me. Those are the people that plot against me. The white man haven't plotted against me, fam. Nope. It's always the black man got something to say. Plotting. Trying to sabotage your job. Trying to stop your money. Trying to do whatever, bro. That's what they do. You know? But I'm going to get up on out of here. I might pop back on later in the night. I might pop back on later in the night for a late show to talk more about this situation because nobody's going to talk about it but me, guys. Nobody's going to talk about this. Nobody's going to talk about these topics because they're trying to keep y'all focused on Nolan Wells. I keep telling you, get off that Nolan Wells story, bro. Don't let them seduce you with that garbage, man. Don't let them do it to you. You know? People are going to always be mad at me, bro, because I'm speaking the truth. When you speak the truth, you get hated, bro. They will hate you for speaking the truth. But anyway, guys, we got 252 in the building. Let's get these likes to 250. Let's get these likes to 250, guys. Stop hating and begin to support the work, fam. Over here, we speak raw, uncut truth. I don't sugarcoat nothing. One thing you guys can count on when you come here is that I don't sugarcoat. There's no filter, fam. I just say what needs to be said, bro. Because I need for people to understand me. I don't want you to misunderstand nothing I'm saying. That's why I speak raw. So when you hear people misunderstanding me, making stupid videos, trying to make me out to be the enemy, I don't care, because whatever audience is listening to that garbage, you know, I don't really care about them because they don't rock with me. You know what I'm saying? So those videos are ineffective. Those videos don't really work. All you'll see in the comments are the NPCs and the zombies. You know, they don't really care for me. I'm more concerned with civilized human beings by explaining the story for real so that you understand what's going on, man, and what needs to be done. Too many YouTubers are being used by the devil to spread hate and violence towards everybody. And my job is to speak truth to power, you know, regulate the situation and speak life to it. You know, Nolan is gone, and nobody murdered Nolan. Nolan died by a freak accident, and it's just sad that nobody could see that, and they're trying to make it a race issue, trying to make it seem like, oh, somebody did this. Listen, man, y'all just evil, bro, to have that type of mindset. Nobody didn't even see where he went, bro. So it's like, for people to just come up with these conclusions like, oh, he did this, he did that. How? You weren't there. You weren't there. So how you know? You know? All we know he did, all we can know about Nolan is that he was on the boat with a group of friends who happened to be white, and they weren't just on the boat celebrating 4th of July with no drinks. They had to be drinking too. When you celebrating 4th of July, there's alcohol. You know? Alcohol is always involved. And, you know, when it comes to like autopsies and stuff like that, they're not going to give you the truth. They're really not going to give you the truth. They're going to hide it. They're going to hide it because they want to create a race war. That's why nobody's talking about any other story but Nolan Wells every day. You know? It says Nolan turning in his grave, watching his own people blame his friends. Yeah, that's sick. Those were his buddies. That's what's so sad about this. Just because they're white doesn't mean that they're devils and they didn't have his best interests at heart. Those were his friends. So to see black people blaming his friends for his death, he's like, yo, man, those were my buddies, dog. They didn't do anything. But y'all blaming them. That's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get up on out of here. I'll be back later. Got to go get me something to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm back in New York, as you can see. Well, New York, what the hell I'm talking about? Maybe I need to go to New York. I'm back in North Carolina, back from coming from Florida from the wedding and whatnot. We had stopped off at one of my wife's friends, and we was there for a long time. We was there for a couple of hours, man. We ain't start heading back till about 11 p.m. at night. That's when we started to go back out to drive, because we went, you know, to Florida for a wedding. And once we left, we had to drive about 2 hours and change to head to her friend's house. But going towards her friend's house is coming back on the same pathway to go home. So that kind of helped out. So by the time we left from them, we only had to drive about 5 hours, somewhere around there, to head on back to North Carolina. So we got back this morning, you know, in the daytime. You know, we had took like a rest at the rest stop because we was tired already. You know what I mean? Had to get about a good 2 hours in, just chilling. That's why I did that live stream last night. You know what I'm saying? I keep it a buck with the people, man. I'm as real as it get. These YouTubers sit home all day. They don't do anything else, man. They sit home all day. Just sitting around talking about me. You wasting your damn time, bro. But I appreciate the advertisements and the promos, because that also helps out when your dumb viewers come over here and then they watch me getting mad and then hating. Matter of fact, half of your viewers come over here and they end up watching me now because they realize I'm being truthful. I'm being honest. When I say F Nolan Wells, I'm saying that to be real. I'm seriously, I don't care about that story, fam. You know why? Because his parents are hustling the people. His parents don't care about him. His parents is using this situation to create a race war with civil rights attorneys and various other hateful black folk that are just continually talking about they're seeking justice when there's nothing to go on. Nothing. How could you get justice with nothing? How could you get justice with no film, no video? There's no video. What are you getting justice with? We want to blame somebody for your son's death. You need to accept the fact that your son was out there drinking and partying and he made some bad mistakes and it cost him his damn life. Accept it. Accept it. Your son out there acting the fool. He fell off a damn boat and drowned. He was out there messing around with women. Whatever the hell he did, probably had some bad drugs, probably did something dumb, and he died. That has nothing to do with nobody else. That's his fault. But no, y'all want to blame somebody that's white. When this story dry up, watch and see. There's going to be a new story where you're going to have these black folk grifting all over again. There's going to be a new GoFundMe, and everybody going to get rich. Everybody going to get rich. Now, again, in closing, I want you guys to think about this. Let me do this real fast. Let me do this real fast. Let me go to this GoFundMe page. Let me go to GoFundMe. And I want you to see where the Nolan Wells GoFundMe is at. I want you to see this for yourself. Because this is sick. Sick that folks are out here robbing people this much. GoFundMe has turned into a money-making business. It's a money-making business now. Seriously, man. And it's sad. It really, really is sad, fam. How easy it is to grift and make money. Look what this family is doing, man. Look at this family. Look at this. Let me make this thing larger. And people mad at me because I point this out. They keep updating their GoFundMe. Look at this. They already made $664,371. Now they upgrade their GoFundMe goal to $750,000. That's how much you need for a funeral? I thought Tyler Perry supposed to be footing the bill of the funeral. I thought, what's this other clown? This billionaire guy. Watch this, guys. Let me show you how people want to be seen. If you really got money and you're rich and you're donating, you don't want to be seen. But watch this. Look at the name. Byron Allen. Top donation. $100,000. Who donates $100,000 just because this kid turned up dead? Byron Allen want to be seen. He could have did that anonymously, but no. His ass want to be seen. This billionaire, trillionaire dude, rather than he just donate quietly, push anonymous, because he don't want nobody to see because he's doing it from the heart, he want the world to know he did that. He could have did that secretly. But no, people are talking about it now. It's all over. That's why I put in the thumbnail, you see Byron Allen in the thumbnail. He want the world to know that he's the top dog who donated. Okay, Byron, are you going to donate $100,000 to Myron Henry GoFundMe? Are you going to donate $100,000 to Akin Liverpool? Are you going to donate? Tyler Perry, you gonna pay for all these funerals? Tyler Perry, are you gonna pay for all the funerals of black people that die, hypocrite, demon? Because you're grifting too. You're a damn idiot. You come on social media to tell everybody about what you're gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna pay for the funeral. I'm gonna do this. Well, if you're paying for the funeral, why that family got a GoFundMe for? So they could get paid. I thought the family said the GoFundMe is to use for the funeral. So if the GoFundMe is used for the funeral, why is Tyler Perry saying that he's gonna pay for the funeral? Which one is it, gang? Somebody's hustling somebody. I'm trying to prevent you guys from being hustled, because if Byron Allen sent all this money, what are y'all sending money for, fam? Why is everybody trying to be seen? Why is Tyler Perry making the world know that he's paying for funeral? He could have contacted the family and they could have talked about that behind the scene. Why in the world are all these people with money trying to be seen by the world? Sad, man. If you know you got money, you don't need everybody to know what you did. Just do what you do and go with the flow. You said Kaepernick paid for the autopsy? Man, all these people are fake, bruh. Listen, so all these different people are paying for everything, but the family got $700,000 on a GoFundMe. For what? I got to start me a GoFundMe, man, so I could get $700,000. But then again, I would have to die in order to get the money. I would have to die, bro. You got to die as a black man in order, but it had to be by the hands of white people, or you would have to accuse somebody that's white of killing you. That's the only way the black community going to be outraged enough to give you their money. So if you're black and you want to make money, you gotta die, and you have to have a white killer that killed you in order to make money, bro. It's sad, man. It is sad. What do they need the money for? To pay off their house, to buy a car, to live good for about a year or two. That's sad, bro. It's a hustle. And y'all wondering why I said F Nolan Wells, bro. I don't care about this dude, bro. I don't know that man. Y'all out here acting like y'all in love with this dude. Y'all don't know this dude. Y'all acting like you love him. You don't. You don't. You know? I just get a damn notification. What this notification says? Cause they really just amping this thing up, bro. They really amping this up. Let me see what this damn notification said. Maybe I could do a video on that. Cause this is crazy, bro. I don't know why YouTube keeps sending me notifications with stuff. Let me see. Oh, that's somebody commenting on my video. Let me see. Somebody said TMZ said foul play, Mississippi. No, TMZ just trying to make money. There's no foul play. Nolan Wells was drunk, died, case closed. Just like brother Akin Liverpool. It says he was drinking, he was dancing on the boat, he fell off. Nobody don't know, fam, how many times people fall off boats and die and end up drunk. Nobody don't know. They were high on drugs, and we out here trying to get justice for an accident. Like, that's crazy. And the thing is, the black community wants somebody that's white to go to prison. None of his friends killed him, but y'all keep accusing them, making it a race issue. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for turning this into a race issue. You know? Let me go to TMZ, see what they're saying. Because nobody can say anything is foul play, right? Nobody can say that without facts. You got to have facts, right? If you don't have facts, you can't make these false statements, man. Too much false statements. Okay. The latest post from TMZ. Nolan Wells' death. New photos showed he made it back to mainland. He made it back to mainland because of a photo, bro. Fam, listen. TMZ always getting some photo. Think about this, gang. If this supposed to be Nolan Well, right, with his buddies, right? My question to the black community is this. If this man like hanging out with white folk and y'all so scared of white folk, accusing white folk, he was comfortable around white folk. He's comfortable around them. So if this is supposed to be some new photo, TMZ always finding new photos, bro. Why are you blurring people out though? If that's supposed to be a photo, why are you blurring people out of the photo? Why? And then they put allegedly Nolan Wells. Why allegedly? Why don't you just say it's Nolan Wells? If it's not confirmed, why post it? This is why I keep saying even sites like TMZ is full of crap because they say allegedly and they keep you invested. That keeps their engagement up and they make money. It's all about making money, guys. All of this is about making money. They're not solving the case, right? Let's see what we got. The internet believes the snap was taken before 1 a.m. on July 5th, and Crump reposted the photo from an account called Chanel Tarot TV. Oh my goodness, bro. Are you kidding me? Guys, Ben Crump is an idiot, bro. This man reposts a photo from an account called Chanel Tarot TV. So Ben Crump went to a tarot card reading page and take it serious. Let's go look for that page, man. These people are stupid as hell, bro. My goodness, man. When I tell you the internet is full of idiots, bro, it's just sad, man. Y'all going to tarot card readers, bro? Tarot readers? This is sick, man. Let's go there. Ben Crump did this, man. Why would his friends call the Coast Guard at 11 p.m. if they were at a pool party until 1 a.m.? Make it make sense? There's really nothing to make sense. He was not there, and they wanted to know why he was not there. That doesn't mean that there's some foul play. Again, in the case of, and that's why I keep bringing it up, Akin Liverpool. He was on a boat with his black friends. Celebrating a birthday. He ended up falling off that boat somehow, and nobody saw when it happened. Now ask yourself, if everybody supposed to be on the boat, how nobody didn't see it? You know? How come nobody didn't see the story? How come nobody don't know what's going on? Because everybody's saying they didn't see what happened to Nolan, just like they didn't see what happened to brother Liverpool. Nobody saw when any of these guys fell off that boat. Nobody knows. And that's the point I've been trying to drive, and everybody's acting like they can't hear. You know? So for Ben Crump to be posting photos, he's just creating more speculation, more gossip, more rumors. You see? So now, this Chanel Tarot, this damn demon, Ben Crump, went to a YouTube channel to post this garbage, fam. To repost garbage. That's sad, man. And all these people are grifters. They're grifters. All they do is make up stories to keep people invested. So let's see. This is sad. Let me see if they got an IG too. They got an Instagram too. Let's see. Instagram look like it don't work. Instagram look like it don't work. Let me try this. Maybe I could do this. Make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. Support the work. People don't want me to win. People don't want me to show the truth. They want people to not like Ringo TV because they mad that I speak what's real. They mad because I said F Nolan Wells. I say it again, F Nolan Wells, bro. I don't care about that story, fam. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. If you salty about that, then when I talk about why the black community is not talking about brother Akin Liverpool, y'all not talking about that. You know why? Because y'all saying the same thing. F brother Akin Liverpool. That's what y'all saying. Y'all not talking about brother Myron Henry. You know why? Because y'all saying F brother Myron Henry. We don't want to hear about his story, Ringo. We want to hear about Nolan Well. So it's okay for you guys to inadvertently say F all those other stories, but you mad because I'm saying F Nolan Wells? I don't care about this dude, bro. We don't see me making no videos saying justice for Nolan Wells. You know why? Because I know it's a grift, it's a hustle, and his parents is hustling. That dude wasn't murdered. There's no foul play. There's no evidence of nobody doing anything to him. So why would I be making videos saying justice for Nolan Wells when there's no killer? There's nothing there. In the case of Ashley Janae, you have Joe McCann. We're going to get back to that series of videos soon. Now that I'm back from the trip, I can focus back on my content, you know? But in the case of Ashley Janae, you got Joe McCann that was with her. Clearly, a dude that was arguing with her, and she ended up dead. So obviously somebody killed this woman. They spinning it like, oh, she took her own life. No, Joe McCann have something to do with that. We got somebody that's a suspect. But how come nobody ain't riding with Ashley Janae? Everybody forgot about Ashley Janae. Do you see how all the YouTubers forgot about Ashley Janae, y'all? Do you see how they're not even talking about her? I thought they said it's justice for Ashley Janae. They forgot about Ashley Janae, fam. They already made enough money. They already made enough money, y'all. They don't care about Ashley. They never did. This is crazy, man. All they doing is posting photos of stupid stuff. Stuff is dumb. Ben Crump went to a damn psychic medium to get photos and whatnot. I'm looking on the page. I don't see it. So it's probably in a video because I don't see anything. And for Ben Crump to post it again, that just goes to show they don't got nothing to talk about. So they go into other people's pages trying to find dirt, gossip, to stir people up, to get them angry. And then they give out of their emotions. That's what's happening right now. People are giving money out of their emotions. That's the only reason why y'all giving money to Nolan Wells. Y'all not giving money because you care about him. You are under strong delusion. So because you're under strong delusion, You're going to continually give money because you figure, well, I got to support another brother, you know? And that's the problem. There is no information or anything online that incriminates his friends, guys. You guys have to stop blaming people. You have to also stop listening to the grifters on YouTube that manipulate information for personal gain. I told you, grifters are going to tell you what you want to hear. Let me give you another example of what grifters do, just in case you're dumb. Watch this. Yo, man, we got breaking news, guys. I've been covering the story of Nolan Wells, bro. I think this is probably like my 7th video on the situation, fam. They're saying, guys, now peep game. They're saying that 2 of the white boys that was with him, that before the actual incident took place, they said that they were having an argument with Nolan. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if it's on video, so I'm just kind of saying allegedly. I think it's on video where they were arguing with Nolan about some situation with a key or something like that. He didn't want to give him the key, and they wanted to use his cell phone for something. He didn't want to use his cell phone. He's like, yo, give me my cell phone back. And it's saying that these 2 particular dudes, they used a white chick to set him up. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get justice for this brother, man, because it's like every minute, bro, our people dying like flies to the hands of the white man, fam. Like, man, we got to really stick together now, bro, like more than ever, fam. So make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They grift. You see how you probably just clicked on the video, don't know what's going on, and you're listening to me. You were all invested. You were invested in what I was saying. But all of what I was saying right there beforehand, that's a skit. That's me showing you how grifters make money on social media by lying to you, telling you what you want to hear. So if I can make you think that I'm in support of Nolan Wells, I can make money. You see that? Do you see how that works? All I got to do is act like I'm interested in Nolan Wells, and I can make all the money I want to make. But being that I'm a man of integrity, I can't come on YouTube lying to people all day. I can't do that, guys. Sorry. If you want me to come here lying all day, I can't lie to the viewers. All I can do is speak the truth. That's why everybody's mad at me, you know? But we'll get up on out of here, guys. I'll be back with more content. It is what it is. I got to get something to eat and take care of business. So rate, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate everybody stopping by. I'm going to make sure to keep the live chat members only and whatnot. I'm going to see if there's a setting where I can set it and forget it. On the desktop, it's already set, but I'm talking about on a cell phone. If there's a way I can set it before I go live, that way we don't got to deal with all this BS, you know what I'm saying, with the trolls. So I'll catch you all in the next video. We're going to keep you posting. I'm going to debunk all the videos of the grifters, all the liars, all the stupid people. We're going to debunk all their videos. We're going to get back to the Ashley Janae case and talk about that situation as well, because it's like there's a lot of things that I got to bring out in regards to that case. So peace to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to Burner CJ for the membership. Thanks for joining the membership. Make sure you guys join the membership, because that's how you're going to be able to participate in the live chat. I have it set like that because too many trolls come to the platform every minute, guys, and they're oversaturating my live chat with garbage, just a bunch of mindless posts that makes no sense, right? So we're going to keep it members only. So I want you guys to be able to participate in the chat. So join the membership and do what you got to do, guys, or else you're not going to be able to comment. And I don't want you thinking that, oh, I'm just shutting out the people. I should allow everybody to comment. Yeah, I would like for everybody to comment. At the same time, trolls take over live chats. And I don't got time for my moderators to keep deleting this, banning this person, blocking this person. It's just too much headaches, man. You know? I need just civilized human beings that know how to listen and do what they need to do. So catch y'all all in the next video, man. I'm out of here. Peace and blessings. We out. Peace.